So, 70 episodes. Wow. Making some progress, aren't we? Yay! Anyways, what's up, guys? The Insane. Oh, god damn it. Terrell here. I haven't made like a vlog on here. That's probably why. I haven't done enough Terrell game vlogs videos. Why am I wearing this? I'm actually kind of beat, and the reason why this video is like a day late because it took me a while because I had a lot of school and work stuff to do, so I didn't get a chance to review Sket Dance episode 70 yesterday. So I'm gonna review it today, and I'm gonna upload it, and we're gonna pretend like everything's cool. Okay, alright. I could be like King of Lightning, be like, Anyway, I'm being stupid. Anyway, so what episode 70 is Agata has left. Oh yeah, Michiru too, but no one gives a fuck about him. So really what this episode is another Agata themed episode. He and Michiru are stepping down from their positions in the student council to work on stuff before college because they're technically a year older than Daisy, Unyu, and Tsubaki. So most of the episode, they're the ones who are about to graduate pretty soon. Whereas Tsubaki, Daisy, and Unyu have like another, I think, 2 years. Like by the end of next year, they will graduate. They will probably step down for student council too, which is a damn shame. But yeah. So really, the entire episode is just really focusing around that and the student council. And here's my whole thing with the student council. They even gave them the song, mind you. They didn't give them their own special song. What they did is they had the ending be their song in a sense. Which kind of works if it wasn't for the fact that the Sket Dance voice actors are actually singing in that ending, but whatever. Like, the first half is them stepping down and more about Tsubaki kind of realizing what kind of president he wants to be because he's taking over Agata's position. I actually found out the Solitude isn't even about Agata, so that threw me the fuck off. Apparently it's about the new character that replaces that will be coming in, the new male character that acts like a ninja. I want a Naruto reference. For the love of God, there better be an indirect Naruto pun in the new character because the nigga holds a fucking kunai. You cannot do the ninja shit and not parody some ninja. You have to parody like Ryu, Abusa, or fucking Naruto, one or the other. But it's like I kind of like the first half because the first half is kind of going between Tsubaki and Agata, kind of showing kind of the passing of the torch, and showing and kind of having Tsubaki develop again to see what kind of leader he wants to be, and what kind of student council president he's going to be, because I think he doesn't know how to deal with what kind of person he wants to be, what kind of like president he wants to be, so he's overreacting to shit. Like he's like getting on people's asses for the most asinine things, and I even like the way Agata kind of. There's a certain point at the end when they're like both on the roof talking, and Agata's like, and I didn't even notice this parallel until I saw it. The parallel is between Agata and Bosun, because Agata's like, you may not like the way me or Bosun handle things because you may view what we do as half-heartedly because we don't strictly enforce the rules. But it's one of those things where you have to find your own way of doing things. And I'm like, wait a minute. When I think about it, Bosun and Agata act almost exactly the same way. The only difference is that Agata is technically smarter than Bosun, and Bosun's a little bit more determined when it comes to like the helper missions, whereas Agata's kind of chilling in the back half the time. But I do realize that they do have a parallel in terms of personality traits, which I found kind of ironic and funny considering Tsubaki respects Agata so goddamn much, but you don't necessarily respect Bosun. Well, even for that, I think he respects Bosun. I just don't think he holds Bosun at the same level as he holds Agata, which seems kind of ridiculous considering how similar they are. Overall, it was a heartwarming scene. The only thing that kind of sucks about it is because it's Agata and Michiru. Considering Agata hasn't really been shown too much in the earlier, well, let's put it this way, after the Pixie Garden stuff, which is a reference to that, which I loved. But after the Pixie Garden stuff, they kind of just fade out for a while, until like near the end of season 1, like until Bosun's backstory, they kind of fade back in. But Agata never was like a main player half the time. So it's like I feel bad because I've recently started liking him a lot more, especially with like protective brother mode. But like overall, he's not around enough for you to be like, God damn it. The same in Michiru is a non-factor. I have heard that there are later story arcs that bring Agata back. Because the thing is, he's leaving student council, but he's not like quitting the school. They even make the joke to even Switch makes the joke today at the end of the episode. It's like he's still stalking. He's still stalking Saya because of his older brother mode. So maybe he'll be in a lot more comedy-based episodes instead of student council. Because Agata never really fit as a student council member. The only thing I kind of wish we'd ever gotten is I wish we had gotten why he gives a fuck so much about even becoming president. Like, I wanted a little bit more backstory on Agata, period. Just like, you seem like a really chill out dude who kind of doesn't give a shit half the time. So, why, why are you so, why are you even in the student council? You don't even care half the time. I also like how they brought up, what's the dude's name? Joe something. Kurosaki or some shit. The dude that we haven't seen since like the beginning of season 1. The dude that Himiko fought against. The dude, he's so not important, but I'm surprised he was even brought back. Because we haven't seen that nigga in so long, it was ridiculous. He's in this episode, which really doesn't matter because I don't think anyone really cares for him. But as I said, I'm not really going to care if Michiru is gone because Michiru didn't have enough to himself for me to give a fuck. Agata I do feel kind of bad about, and the second half actually deals with that. The second half is that someone calls Agata and tells him, "Oh, I've kidnapped your sister," and I did like this. It's like, I'm gonna kidnap your sister. You have to solve these 4 questions on like these 4 rows of the school, and if you get it right, then you proceed to the next one. If you get it wrong, I'm going to lick your sister. That's what he said. He said he was going to lick his sister, and it was like, what? I mean, the short answer is that you get a whole bunch of like, it kind of just shows off how smart Agata really is, and then on top of that, by the end of it, you realize that Saya was never in really any danger, and the Pixie reference comes in here. Boston's the one who set it up. Sai is chilling in the Sket Dance room with Himiko and Switch playing the Pixie Garden. That's the Pixie Garden reference. Sket Dance fans, you should notice that, which was pretty cool to me. What the truth was is that each answer, he turned his head sideways because it's on the opposite side of the building is where he ends up running into Boston, well, where he's supposed to go to save Saya. If he looks across the window, he can see all of his answers lined up. And if he turns his head sideways, it says, "Great job," and you see like all the student council members standing by each one, like Tsubaki, Daisy, Unyu, and Michiru. And I thought that was really nice. I thought that was really clever, actually. I respect the fuck out of Boston's game, and I like how when he's like Boston, why did you even agree to do this? It's like, well, the student council people came to me for help. Also, I needed to pay you back for what you did to me during the Bibbich Cage cell phone match thing. And I thought that was actually a really nice callback reference. And then the episode ends. I mean, that's really what it boils down to. That's simply what happened. In terms of personal thoughts, as I said, I don't care if Michiru's gone because Michiru I don't really care about. I don't expect him to come back in later episodes. I really don't. Because he barely got any episodes to himself. Agata has gotten more episodes to himself. I think Unyu's been shown more than Michiru has. So I didn't really mind that, who the fuck is someone's adding me to Skype? I'm gonna ignore that. But in terms of Agata not being student council, I'm hoping we get some more comedy episodes with him. Next week's, from what I saw in the preview, is just a fun, chilled out episode in the sense of it doesn't have a plot. From what I know, I think these are based off the chapters that have no plot to them and are just random shit. Because you see Himiko as a chibi with crab shit on her. I think this is based off like the beat. It's kind of like, I forget what episodes they are, but there's some episodes earlier in this anime where they do the same thing where they just take random specials and they just string them all together. I think that's what next week is, which I don't really mind because I think they're gonna. And then I think the next 2 episodes will probably be, because they're probably gonna have like 2 or 3 more episodes. Yeah, because after next week they'll have 2 more, and then they'll probably do a new opening again. We're probably gonna go into the Solitude arc or the introduction of those new characters, and then we're gonna go from that because those characters have yet to been introduced, which I was shocked. Usually they would introduce the characters really quick, like when we got the where we at opening 5. Opening 5 was the previous one, I think. When we got opening 5, they introduced Koma and Saya within the first 2 episodes of that new season, whereas these new characters they haven't even fucking shown yet. So I guess after this special episode is when they'll probably show those characters because there's nothing else you can do. You have to end the season with something. So I'm assuming you're going to end the season introducing these 2 new characters. And then people are going to be like, oh my god, they're adding new characters to this series. So yeah, that's my personal thoughts and opinion on it. Good episode. Bye-bye, Agata, kinda. I really don't think we're going to see Michiru again. If we do, it's going to be very indirect or very pointless because that character doesn't have enough grounds for me to give a fuck yet. I don't think he will ever have the grounds, honestly, for that. And here's looking forward to the girl with male and female problems in the fucking wannabe ninja. God damn it, show them in the anime already. So anyways, this has been the Vlogs Game from your boy Terrell. And please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. And yeah. Sket this, you're so awesome. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.